What's up, YouTube? It's your main man, ABD Hero, back again with another video. Today's video, I got a spicy clip from my man Gilbert Arenas. We watch stuff from him all of the times because he gives some insight that I feel like is the thing that you're probably thinking. You either are trying to say it and nobody's listening, or you trying to say it and you can't quite put the finger on it. And my man Gilbert Arenas is about to break this thing down here. In this video, he's talking about what it's like when a coach removes that ceiling for you as a player. Let's get into it.
AB the Hero, back at it, baby.
Now, if you watch this channel at all, you know that we be talking about my dog LaMelo Ball. There's been so much conversation around your boy James Borrego and how he's handling that, and whether or not LaMelo should have been an all-star last year, which I said, and just the trajectory, right? And the expectation for him, shoot, even the expectation for the Hornets as an organization, how those things are set up, right? And so for me, and like a lot of people, we're expecting, like, you know what I'm saying, all-star, superstar, all NBA type of output from a man LaMelo Ball. Similar to a situation in our expectations for Lonzo Ball early on in his career, right? But part of the conversation has always been, man, for some reason the leash just won't be let off, right? The keys just won't be handed over all of the way. And my man Gilbert Arenas is about to have a bit of conversation here that I think that if you've been wondering what that would look like, pondering those things, this here would be impactful for you. Let's go.
Golden State. They said, man, all the guys that play for there are automatic shooters. But you just gave a great example of why there's no ceiling. How they shot so well, and the way they're doing things. This is something I talked to Andrew Wiggins about. You know, I work with him, and we're working. No, Andrew, we're gonna need 1,000 reps because coach is gonna let you.
Now, we all know Andrew Wiggins played for Minnesota for a while, was decent, but never really hit the peak. Went to Golden State, a team that has a Draymond, has got Poole over there. They got some pieces over there. So you don't expect them to just be able to put anybody in that system and them to become an all-star, because you already got Steph, who's an all-star. You already got Draymond, who's an all-star. You got Clay, who typically is an all-star. Obviously wasn't there for the majority of the season, but so for an Andrew Wiggins to have such a big jump just by moving teams says a lot. And here's the beginning of this conversation. Is he's talking about the mental shift that happens, right? When you have a coach who is going to remove the ceiling for you, right? So you need to go ahead and practice the 1,000 shots today, because in the game, the shot that you didn't shoot over there, you won't get that shot. You're going to get it about 10 times. So you got to be prepared for it.
But now you see the difference. You see the difference between organizations on how his brain moves. The game, you ain't changed conference. You still on the West Coast. You just changed circumstances.
That's a bar. Because oftentimes you think like, oh, you know, the competition, right? Many moons ago, people would be on LeBron head like, oh, you in the Eastern Conference. That's why it's so easy. Nah, you've been playing the same folks night in and night out, and somehow, for some reason, the output that you're outputting is greater. Come on now.
And became an all-star.
All-star.
All because a coach
There's no ceiling.
has no ceiling for you.
Yeah. You would be an
So you don't have to second guess. Like, think about players who's had success. Think about the coach they had the success under. You're talking about Booker. He hasn't had 70 since
Chris. The other coach.
Watson. Earl Watson.
Yeah.
Because what is Earl Watson mindset? Oh, you want to keep your players in? Keep going. Keep going. More plays. More plays. It's going to get me fired? 70. I need you to make history on them. Because Earl Watson is competitive. He's teaching him how to be competitive.
Yo, there's more. Trust me, there's more. But we got to go here for a second. When you have a team who has issues in the locker room, right? I'm one of the guys who always believe it start up top, right? There's that trickle down, right? And so what he's breaking down for you is sometimes the negativity will trickle down, but also the positive traits trickle down, right? And at the beginning of this clip, it's before they started talking. Part of the conversation is that when you have these guys who are in these structured systems, once you pull them out of it and you give them an opportunity to shine, it's hard for them to break it. I tell this story all the time. It's a JBA USA story, and this is quick. But when we took guys from the JBA who played in all of these different teams and put them on the JBA USA squad and said, hey, if you're open a little bit, shoot the ball. The point is to get up as many shots as possible. Bro, it was like people was breaking down. They did not understand the concept of I'm almost open, let me shoot it. They didn't understand the concept of we're playing super fast. It was hard for them to break that. And here's the point that I'm making is that it's equally as hard for somebody to break it when it's a positive trait as well. So when he says Earl Watson is aggressive, right? He's teaching Devin Booker to be aggressive. And when Earl Watson is gone years later, it's embedded. It's hard to break from Devin Booker right now. We look at Melo all of the time, and what people say is that dude, despite all of the hurdles that was placed in front of him, still managed to make the All-Star team in year 2. Do you know why that is? Because every time he get up there, he say, man, I've been doing this since I was a kid. I've been doing it. It's embedded in him, and it's hard to break. And I said this before. I said it. People used to ask me all the time. They say, AB, where should Melo go in the draft? Which team do you think he would thrive the best on? And I said, I'm gonna be honest with you. The dude Melo's so cold, and his ability to adapt and make you change to his game is so strong. It don't even matter to me what squad he go to, because I know he gonna get buckets and do his thing regardless. And we're seeing that in Charlotte as well. Let's continue the video.
Talking to Earl about that moment, you know, Earl, you said, like, God, we're friends. It's like, yo, I know we're going to have a losing season this year, but I need Book to have that mentality and that mindset going forward. So now when we get to this level, he's getting to the finals. He's now, you know, he should be in the MVP race, not really getting mentioned.
Facts.
But, you know, CP3 goes down. He's still carrying this squad, you know, getting buckets, doing those things. And Earl was ready to fight. You know, I know he's getting into it with the Celtics bench and beat me in the
That's an
tunnel.
unbelievable moment right there. Because you got to have somebody to believe in you like that.
I can look at
He's saying that the coach was Earl Watson is in the tunnel ready to fight about Devin Booker. My man said that's an unbelievable moment, because you got to have a coach who believes in you like that. There are often times we do these body language videos, and I will point out the fact that in times where as a coach you should be clapping and just as excited as ever that your star player, your young pupil, even if you don't think he's a star player, your young pupil is having moments of success, and we haven't saw it from the coaching staff over there, right? However, when there's times where it's a bit of a struggle, we see the jokes, we see the jovialness. It's like, oh, you know, he well rested tonight. My man here is giving you the breakdown, and it's about not only you coaching them X's and O's, but it's you releasing players, opening up the ceiling, saying, you know what, when my man in that Melo in that Slam magazine says, in every game I feel like there's an opportunity for me to do more. And he's not saying like I can't unlock it. He's saying, but they got a ceiling on me, man. Release the ceiling and let my dog hoop. We out. Peace.
No, not peace. Plus one. Triple B's. We out.